Let's do it. We got ourselves some more all bosses action here. This time around, we're going to be testing Lycanthrope, all bosses, plus all relics, plus second castle start. See how it goes. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you already know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's a free way to support your boy. Yada, yada. You already know. You've watched all of these. They've shown up in your homepage at least a couple of times by now. I do be streaming live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. Yeah, I'm very much excited for the idea of having different win conditions for the randomizer and to see if that changes people's routing decisions or just ideas in general. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I think people are very ready to play something new from a race perspective, so yeah. One thing I do want to do real quick, though, is I want to give myself new starting gear. There we go. And now I should be able to open up the boss tracker. There we go. Nice. So now this time I'm not going to just like forget what I'm doing and lose out on all that stuff. Oh, wow. This starting gear is very strong, but also might get me killed because I have 0 defense. Wowzers. I do need to do this. There we go. Anytime you mess around with your equipment, you can cause, you know, some stuff to break. So this is our second castle start. Might as well check these items while I'm here, actually. Another thing about the second castle start is while we are in the second castle, we have access to leapstone and gravity boots, but as soon as we leave the second castle, we lose those. I feel like it's in our best interest. The map looks weird. I think it's in our best interest to, since we have to collect all of the relics and kill all the bosses, we should just do the stuff that's on the way. I feel like. Is that like a crazy idea? Maybe, maybe not. One thing I do want to do is this, I think. We did just get 10 billion level ups. So let's grab this warp. And then we'll go kill Trio, maybe? Our gear is really good, so like, you know. But now my mana is really low, actually. So I have to wait for my mana to come back, I think. This is interesting. Okay. The Wolf Charge still takes up quite a bit of MP. There we go. Twitch mobile app sucks. I'm here, though. It's so true. Twitch mobile app is so bad. And they still haven't fixed it. Can't believe they still haven't fixed it. It's been broken for a long time. Oh, there's all my magic. Let's go. Love to see it. And show tell. I don't think we need it, but it could be maybe useful. Okay, focus in. We have to kill all the bosses. We have to collect all the relics. Kill all the bosses, collect all the relics. I also can't really take damage here. Oh, I'm gonna die! Help! Help me! Please die. There we go. Why am I healing? I turned on all of my cheat codes. I said the game's too hard, so let me turn on super mega cheat .exe. Yeah, we can't fight Beelzebub from this side, unfortunately. I thought those were your default settings. Yeah, but like, don't tell everybody that I'm a dirty cheater, and that's the only reason I'm ever able to play this game. We'll fight Akmadon later as well. We got the warp, so like, stop. We'll fight Meduzi and call it a day, maybe. Alucard.exe, don't Google that. There surely isn't a like creepypasta thing for Alucard, right? Right? Wolf looks cool. Wolf does look cool. That's a new update as of today, I believe. Because that wasn't a thing yesterday. I'm stoned! Ah! There we go. All bosses, all relics. All bosses, all relics. Don't miss a relic. We're constantly evolving. Yeah, soon the Symphony of the Night randomizer will become a artificial general intelligence. The randomizer will be like, I can't let you do that. And then, you know, send the nuclear bombs our way or whatever. And then my ass will be trapped in the fucking torture chamber, having no mouth but must scream or whatever, while the randomizer forces me to play through the randomizer over and over and over again. Good times! Good times! And we need that. All bosses, all relics. Don't forget, all bosses, all relics.
I was gonna rename the randomizer. My shortlist includes HAL and Skynet. I'm a little impartial to either so long as it's one of them.
You know, actually, it has a nice ring to it. Skynet. This is an original idea, you said? You came up with this? Is Lesser Demon a boss? In this, yes, because it's based off of the time attack menu. I'm sorry, DB Daily. I can't do that. No! Alucard. Yes. Good one, good one. All right. Doggo, go zoom. Whee! Let's murder this guy real quick. Open the Dracula doors, please. I'm on big screen in Shivden. What does that mean? Is the audio going through to this place? Should I just start saying the most unhinged things possible? Bush did 9/11, Bush did 9/11, Bush did 9/11. Is it working? That's fairly hinged. Fuck, damn it. When am I gonna start with the unhinged things? Fuck, man, I don't know. Great, Alexa just heard that and now I'm on a list. Joke's on you, I'm the only one fluent in English here. No! Just as I was making a steel beam factory, no. Should I? Nah, it's fine. We'll do it I think this way is fine. I guess theoretically I could go from Castle Keep to Outer Wall. Part of me thinks that could be a good strategy, but I think I'm just going to play it somewhat normal. Probably. Library card? Nice. That's huge for us. I mean, we have to go this way anyways to kill Slogger and Gaibon, but maybe it would have been better to save it for later. So we can kill Slogger and Gaibon and also get the relic checks? I don't know. It's just that usually you want to save the library for later in these types of presets, but especially now that Lesser Demon is a boss as well, I don't know. All bosses, all relics. Don't forget. So that basically just means don't skip any of the relics, really, is the important part. Check the bosses, kill the relics. Yeah. You get the idea. Bonk. I couldn't see what that item was, unfortunately. How was that a soul? You know what? It's fine. Accidental soul steals aside. We do need that relic. Because we need all of them. No, my pentagram. Whoa. Do you guys think that, and this might be a controversial question, so feel free to just, ignore me here, but do you guys think Symphony of the Night is a good video game, or... It is? Wow. Bold take. What? It's all nostalgia goggles. You think so? I would rate it 9 out of 11. I must be the first person on Twitch to bring up 9/11, right? There's no other Twitch streamer on the platform who has ever talked about. If Leapstone is here... Wait. DB, no! Oh, hold on. Oh, I mean, yay! I love the Haben sword. Boy, oh boy. Soul Steel can't melt mist bars. No, stop. I've got myself in trouble now. So if Leapstone is here, I'm pretty sure Outer Wall has like Gravity Boots or Jewel of Open or something, right? Real controversial opinion is that the Sega version of SotN is the best. That's not controversial, because controversial implies that people agree with it, but also disagree with it. But nobody agrees with that statement, so unfortunately... Like, for it to be controversial, it means that there has to be some amount of, like, disagreement, you know what I mean? But streamer, Saturn SotN has more content. I'm gonna try this exactly once. If I fail it, I have to jump into a vat of acid in Minecraft. Ah! Hold on. Alrighty. We're supposed to go to Outer Wall anyways, but it's fine. Mods, bring out the vat of acid. I wanted to go check that in case it gave me flight or something, but it's fine. We'll go to Outer Wall now. So I'm gonna get a 6 out of 10 from me if I played it today with no prior knowledge about it. Interesting. I can see it. I do think SotN being played in a modern context with zero prior knowledge is actually pretty tough. I've watched a few of my friends play it for the first time, and none of them would say that it's a great game. I think most of them agree that the pixel art and the vibes are 10 out of 10. But very few people will agree that the gameplay, from a casual perspective, is a 10 out of 10. I played it for the first time recently and thought it was an absolute banger. That's fair. I can see a world where, depending on who you are and what your previous gameplay experiences are, playing this game for the first time could be a 10 out of 10 experience, but I could also see it being like a 6 out of 10. Like, the game is not, definitely not perfect. It's not like a literal perfect game. It's still my favorite game of all time, but I'm very much aware that, like, if you don't know where to go, the game kind of gives you a lot of false, like red herrings and stuff like that. It's very easy to just be like, why does the game want me to go? Does it want me to go this way? Like, the whole mist could pass thing doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a long portion of it. Gold and silver ring is like incredibly cryptic. The game never tells you how to do Echo of Bat, which is like, you get the Echo of Bat, and then the game is just like, you can now use Echo of Bat to see in dark locations. But like, you have to press a button for it, and the game never tells you that. The game never even tells you like what a save room is or how saves work. Like, you have to read the manual for all of that shit. Right? So much so that, but the manual also spoils a lot of stuff. Like, the manual spoils, I think, some of the spells and stuff like that. Or, like, some of the bosses. It's tough. So it was gravity boots here. Okay, that makes sense. Well, now we have flight. Yeah, I feel like if you want to enjoy SotN the way that it's, like, meant to be enjoyed, you kind of need to just, like, get lost in the game and just, like, be okay with making zero progress for, like, hours at a time.
I'm interested.
But that's a tough ask in the modern context. I feel like gamers have less patience for that sort of thing, myself included. So part of me kind of feels similarly, where if I were to play SotN for the first time today, I don't know if I'd have the patience to, like, fall in love with it.
Farewell for now.
I think that could be tough, genuinely. I should buy a cape for the drip.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested.
What do we got here?
Farewell for now.
You love SotN so much, why don't you marry it? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Where I'm from. Okay. Whee. So now we go check the flight locations. We're gonna have to save the boss fight with Lesser Demon for later. The cape didn't change the wolf. The wolf was just like that. Then travel where it's legal. All right, fair enough. I mean, I'm moving eventually, so we're moving this year. Maybe where I'm moving will allow me to legally marry my favorite video game. What up, Alolan Rizzo? Yeah, you played it for the first time 20 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you played this game for the first time 20 years ago, I think... I'm just saying the expectation about video games nowadays is quite a bit different. Animal Well was super cryptic and it was praised. Like, yes, but it's cryptic in a way that, like, is on purpose. Symphony of the Night is not cryptic in that way. On purpose. Most of it is, like, translation problems / game design missteps that end up being, like, fine in the end for a lot of people, myself included now. But, again, it's a little clunky. The way it was executed is definitely way clunkier than it would be if given the chance to, like, be made today. I feel like. Oops. And, like, some of the cryptic parts, from my perspective, of things like Hollow Knight can be annoying. But, yeah. I'm somebody who is aware that games get worse over time. That's just, like, the nature of tastes and stuff like that. Like, your ass is not going to sit down and tell me that Charlie Chaplin is your favorite fucking movie actor with a straight face. Because it's like, that shit's just outdated. They didn't even have fucking literal ability to produce human voices in the movie.
Stop talking to me! Oh god, it's fine.
What up, Ebdan? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the 13 months.
Stop talking to me!
It's like the same thing with, like, if anybody tells me that their favorite video game of all time is like an Atari game, it's like, brother, that was back... That's like saying your favorite movie is like a flip book. The technology just wasn't there yet. Things have gotten so much better. Who's my favorite actor? It's definitely got to be... Got to be Charlie Chaplin, for sure. Nostalgia is powerful. I think Symphony of the Night exists in this realm of, like, it's very nostalgic for a lot of people, myself included, but it's also very groundbreaking in a lot of ways. It's also genre defining. Like, it is an important video game that has aged better than a lot of other Castlevania games. That's for sure. But you can't argue that it's aged perfectly, in my opinion. But that's just me. What up, Trip City? Oops. Well, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We'll do this, and then we'll go through Alrox's quarters, I guess? Yeah. Or, sorry, Coliseum, I mean. Get back to Alrox's quarters. There we go. There's Jewel of Open. Okay. So we probably need to go to the caverns now. That's fine. We'll go to the caverns. We had this whole discussion the other day about, like, GoldenEye and me saying that GoldenEye is aged poorly. And I think some people Most people, I think, agreed, but some people were a little bit maybe on the fence about the idea of video games aging in that way, because it's like, well, if I had fun with it back then, that means it's a good video game. I don't know. It's like, I'm aware that games change over time. Like, our perception of games change over time, for sure. It's like the same thing with, like, comedy. Like, at the time of, I don't know, some comedy movie or play or something from, like, the 1900s, none of that humor is going to land today. Or if you go back and watch, like, rom-coms that are incredibly, you know, topical for the time and doing a bunch of, like, topical references and shit like that, that's just not going to age well. Like, media, your experience in media changes over time as context of the world around you changes. Very normal. I don't think that's very controversial. But as soon as you imply that about video games, for whatever reason, people get very upset about it. N64, the most nostalgic game. I mean, maybe for now, but that's going to change over time as well. Shit's funny as hell. I mean, some things do age well. It happens. Shakespeare created the Yo Mama joke. Isn't Shakespeare like 100 guys in a trench coat or whatever? I don't know. I don't think it's very controversial to state that, like, media changes over time because our perception to it changes. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't think it's very controversial. It's just that people don't like it when you discuss video games in that same context because people are nostalgic for video games. And I, of all people, have the, have every incentive to say, like, no, actually this game is perfect and I love it and it's amazing because it's the thing that I do all the time on stream and it's my favorite game of all time. But it being my favorite game does not exclude it from the possibility of aging. I wouldn't even say aging poorly, it's just aging. You know what I mean? Also, some of the aspects of this game, to me, are good because they're not aspects of the casual experience. Like, I don't think I would love the casual experience of this game if I played it for the first time today. I'd probably think that it was cool or interesting, and the vibes would be good, and the pixel art would be good, because all of that is just still good to this day. But I think the moment-to-moment, like, exploration and gameplay could be a little rough. But it's hard for me to give myself that, like, mental state because you know, I can't unlearn everything I know about this game. If it was a modern game, it wouldn't be Soulsy enough. For me, I wouldn't care because I don't particularly think that the Soulsification of Metroidvanias is particularly interesting. I mean, the game's vibes are still good. I think I would get maybe a little frustrated with the what the game wants from me as far as exploration goes. But that's just me. I guess I should do castle entrance now. Yeah, I'll do it now. I'm kind of against the overtuning of difficulty. Yeah, me too. Did I not? Oh, because we didn't do this yet, yeah. Karma coin, chat. Let's freaking go. Easy. Just guess correctly. Oh, no! I think the other thing that's like just kind of rough about it is that like at least Symphony of the Night is like a relatively small game. So if you get lost, you can go from one end of the game to the other end of the game relatively quickly. I do think the walk speed is probably one of Symphony of the Night's like harshest things to come back to, actually. Because if you do need to get from one end of the castle to the other by just walking, you have no other movement options. It's a little tedious. Unironically, backdashing does help with that a lot, but like, I don't know, expecting a casual player to backdash everywhere is asking a little much, to be honest. I've seen people backdash everywhere in their casual playthroughs, and I've seen people walk everywhere on their casual playthroughs. It just depends. Each person handles it differently. Pet the dog. How's it going, Johnny? Welcome. Doot 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 doot. Yes, that is a boss counter. It's like a boss tracker, basically, since we're required to kill all the bosses. Speaking of, I guess we check this first. I have Spike Breaker not on. Okay, there we go. Just chilling after work today? Well, I'm glad you get to chill. That is always nice. Always watch on YouTube? Nice. Well, I'm glad you came over to the live stream. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff in this game that still holds up to this day. Like, it's my favorite game, still. For a reason. Most of it is execution-wise, and, I mean, the randomizer obviously helps keep things fresh for me, still. But even without the randomizer, I'd probably still call it my favorite game, but maybe less strongly. But I guess that also brings in the question of unofficial mods and randomizers. Does that add or detract from the original experience? Like, is it fair to say that, like, you know, Super Metroid is one of my favorite games, but also, like, I probably would never not never, but it's very unlikely that I would play the vanilla game again when I have access to like map randos or quality of life patches, like faster item grabs and stuff like that. I don't know. But I still love Super Metroid. But I don't know if I would go out of my way to play the vanilla version when like mods exist for the game that like make it a little bit better. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, what if your favorite game is Skyrim? When was the last time... If your favorite game of all time is Skyrim, there's plenty of people who have that opinion. When was the last time you played that shit unmodded, though? You know? Boss bingo with randomized grid. Sounds pretty neat. Boss bingo. Giving me Boss Baby vibes. Do I have library cards? I do. This is when I use my library card. Yep. Skyrim job. Look, we all have to make money somehow. javelin. All right, let's murder this guy. Let's kill him with Fist of Tulkas. Ah! There we go. Nice. We do have to come to accept the fact that either one of these two things will happen with the randomizer. We will run out of ideas, or we will make something that is no longer even remotely SotN anymore. I don't think we'll run out of ideas, so I'm more in the camp of it will resemble SotN less and less over time. I'm already out of ideas. That's not true. The wolf looks incredible. It looks very good. Very, very good. I agree. Yeah, the wolf recoloring happened like earlier today, I guess. Or something like that. We can check Silver Ring as well. We've done all the first castle bosses, so now it's just doing the relic checks. Oh! Why didn't I go to the mines and why did I skip the relic there? Oh, that's rough. Why did I do that to myself? Damn. Am I playing all the Mega Man X games in chronological order? I'm playing 1 through 6 in chronological order. Yeah. Isn't Crash the greatest? Look, I think the Crash Bandicoot games are good. Let me get that out there now. I think they are overhyped in comparison to what was available at the time. Mostly because most of what was available at the time was pretty bad. Hi there, DG Gaming. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. But the games are still good. They're like... I just would never go back to playing Crash 1 ever. I'd probably rather throw my my brain cells into different rocket ships and have them fire in opposite directions of each other across the universe. Spyro still holds up except for the collectathon aspects? What? What are you talking about? Which Spyro are you talking about? Are you talking about Spyro 1? The collectathon aspect is like the part that's the reason you play the game. Because if you're not collecting anything, then you don't have a reason to play the game. Like, if you're saying mechanically it holds up really well, but you're not a big fan of how much collecting you have to do, I don't like having to collect all of the gems. I mean, you obviously don't have to collect all of them if you just want to play through the game. And I know you know that, hence why you put the asterisks there. But, like, that's just a strange take, I guess, because it's like the collectathon aspect is the identity of the game. It's weird. I mean, I can see that perspective where it's like, oh, this is like a solid 3D platformer. I wish there was more platforming in it instead of just collecting. That's, I think, a fair assessment. But I think it just comes down to the game's genre, not clicking. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, we have to go back to the mines again. That's closer to how I feel. I can see that, yeah. I think that might be my issue with Crash, where Crash is definitely much more of a platformer first, collectathon second, and Spyro's the other way around, where it's much more of a collectathon first, platformer second. And then you have Croc, which is like, what is Croc? Like, seriously, what is Croc? Something about Legend of Gobos? What's a Gobo? Croc is love, Croc is life type shit. This might be a hot take, but Bugs Bunny Lost in Time was awesome. I've heard people echo that statement before, but I don't think I've ever played it. And I think for me, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think for me at the time, in the PS1 era, it was easier to make a competent collectathon than it was to make a competent platformer. Because 3D platforming, nobody got that shit right in the early era of gaming, like really at all. Like, genuinely, I can't think of very many early 3D platformers that just got it right. Mario 64 is pretty good. Outside of the camera and the immense amount of jank, it's good. Like, it's a good starting point. It is, for, like, the first competent case study of a 3D platformer, it's fine. But, like, I don't think I would want to play too much of Mario 64 mechanically. Regardless, I'll agree that Mario 64 gets the pass, that it is a good 3D platformer, even though I would put an asterisk next to good for it actually being good. And most of the time it's good once you, like, overcome the jank via having a very in-depth understanding of the controls and stuff like that. But yeah. I think the collectathon aspect is just easier to balance and create something for, you know? There was nothing here. I could have skipped. Which is why I think Spyro holds up better generally than the Crash games. Because at their worst, they're not, like, offensive, I guess. Like, if you gave me Mario Sunshine's movement with, like, the level design of, like, an Mario 64, I'd be very happy, personally. Now, obviously, Sunshine level design is, creative. Let's say the word creative. They got very creative with that game. But yeah, to me, Mario 64 feels very jank. However, I imagine if I'm, like, a speedrunner who dedicates his life to, like, learning the ins and outs of the engine and the mechanics of the game, then all of that jank no longer feels like jank because you can control it. How dare you talk bad about Mario Sunshine? I love Mario Sunshine. It's my favorite 3D Mario game. It has some fucking ass levels, my guy. I'm sorry. I think you're memeing, and I imagine you are, but, like, it's very rough in some spots. Okay. So we're full clearing the first castle here. That's actually really nice. I wasn't expecting that. There's a lot of aspects of Mario Sunshine that I wish were different, but the baseline mechanics of the game are very good. Squirting water is fun. Having the jetpack is fun. The rocket nozzle and turbo nozzles, those that you unlock later, those are also fun. Everybody loves squirting. If you're not a true squirter in the chat, you can get out. Come on. Yeah, there's a lot of levels in Sunshine that I just am like, yeah, I don't want to replay this. And thankfully you can skip most of the like egregious ones, because like I don't think I would ever do a 120 shine playthrough ever, you know? Because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of shines I just don't want to do. Well, if you squirt prematurely, it's okay, because you could always just refill your water. That's the thing about Sunshine, is water is very abundant. Whee! All right, all first castle bosses done. All first castle relics acquired. Time to clean up the second castle. "100%ing Sunshine sucks ass." Yeah. So true. Whoa! I feel like an easier way to do this. Probably just do that, yeah. Yeah, there was a period of time before I was streaming. I was in the mindset of like 100%ing a lot of the games that I grew up with. Sunshine was one of those that I started and never finished. Same with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube. I started the 180 emblem grind and then never finished it. I recently played Mega Man Legends like all the way through and beat the game for the first time. I think it was like last year. And Mega Man Legends is great. Capcom is smoking that stupid pack for not doing anything with the IP. But they don't do anything with Mega Man in general. Like, what happened? Why Mega Man not... The last game was 11 and it was fine? But it feels like they maybe could have done more with the IP? Because they hate the Mega Man creator? That's unfortunate. Well, that guy also... oops, I already killed you. That guy has his own problems. Like, you know, creating the greatest video game Kickstarter campaign of all time. Yeah, they probably just don't want to deal with the Mega Man IP anymore, because they're like, well, Monster Hunter makes $10 gajillion because we get to, you know, sell people the idea of killing monsters and a big anime booba with giant sword or whatever. And talking cats. Resident Evil is doing really well for them. Generally. Post Resident Evil 7, I should say. I don't think they've really had a big miss in the Resident Evil department outside of, what, RE3 remake? And even then, a lot of people thought it was fine. I never played it, but... Can I stop getting stoned, please? Capcom also has Street Fighter, which since like late in Street Fighter V's development has been doing really well. So I feel like their resources are just set up such that like Mega Man doesn't matter to them. My magic! What the fuck? I was spamming that shit, but it wouldn't let me go higher. I'm mad now. I ain't got no mana prisms. Oh well. But it is sad that Mega Man out here doing fucking nothing. The lore is convoluted, so yeah, that's so true, actually. If only Mega Man's lore was more straightforward. Oh yeah, they're making that sequel to Okami, that's true. Yeah, Capcom be doing shit right now. But not with Mega Man. That's why we're going to play through the entirety of Mega Man X, and the playthrough is going to be so epic and awesome that Capcom will have to make a new Mega Man game. Isn't that right, chat? With our powers combined. What's up, Lezu? Tata?
Tribute. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Yo, what up? Remedy Havoc. Appreciate the 3 months. Mega Man 3 is good? I'll believe it when I see it. The stream got 6 billion views in 12 hours. We have to capitalize. That's what I'm saying. Bro, if I was a VTuber, though, I feel like Capcom would listen to a VTuber telling them to make another Mega Man game. Pretty sure the whole Mega Man team just works at Inti now. That's the other thing is, like, you could just have Inti make a Mega Man game, but actually use the Mega Man IP instead of making a bunch of Mega Man games that don't use the Mega Man IP and instead are whatever the fuck. Gunvolt, Arc, Rebellion. Ah! I got hit by the cock laser. Where's my money or my medicine? There it is. Sometimes you get hit by the cock laser, and sometimes the laser cocks you. It almost happened again, too. I would have fucking exploded. Where's my fucking mana, dude? I got no mana! First of all, die. Second of all, kick the fucking candle. Jesus. Sometimes you laser the cock, and sometimes the cock lasers you. I don't know what to tell you guys. Oh my god. Where is Soul of Bat? Fucking thing sucks, man. The coin toss is in purgatory until I feel better about my life choices, okay? What? What a jerk. Only time my cock got lasered was to remove that tattoo. That's what I'm saying, bro. It happens. Happens to the best of us. There's Soul of Bat. Okay. Now we're gaming. Let's go ahead and... I guess I'll go Mournblade, so I stop dying so hard. Never woken me up once while screaming I fall asleep to him almost every night. Well, I gotta try harder then. I'm gonna start adding, like, really obnoxious alarm bells and stuff as my sub alerts and make them way too fucking loud. I'm joking, of course. I would never do that. I had to turn on the healing cheat. Yeah, because I'm bad at the game. It reminds me of those, this was a thing that happened a lot, especially post the removal of dislikes on videos on YouTube. I remember there was a big wave of people uploading, like, calming rain sounds to fall asleep to or whatever, but then, like, 2 hours in, there would be, like, horrific, like, monstrous noises that were way too loud, or, like, gunshots and people crying. Like, really disturbing shit partway through the video. Which obviously, before, if you ever clicked on a video, you would see that the dislike ratio would be, like, very large. And then you'd be like, why is the dislike ratio that large? And then you'd be like, oh, because I'll check the comments. People are talking about how it's a bullshit video. What the fuck, lol? I mean, that was a thing that happened. You probably could still find videos like that today. You know? We still need to kill Bee's Nuts and Akmadan. Akmodum. Akmodon's Razor or whatever. Sigma's looking weird. Yeah, and Alucard got the fucking Sigma virus. Making him do fucking, influencer TikToks about waking up early and duct taping his mouth shut or whatever. And cold plunge. Oh. We need you and probably you. Oops. There we go. Did you need to go hard with the knockback animation? In this game? Ligma virus. Dude, do you see what shirt I'm wearing today? Hold on. You guys can't be talking about that shit around me, okay? I'm sensitive. There we go. So all we have left is Akmadan and Bee's Nuts. Is it contagious? It can happen to anybody, even you. No, please. We're gonna talk about Vile ripping off Boba Fett. Who cares? Who's to say if that's wrong? If I'm not allowed to steal ideas from Star Wars, then I don't want to be right. I thought this was America. Also, there's a lot of actually stealing of things in the Mega Man series, huh? Now that I think about it. Like, aren't all of the names of the fucking Sigmoids, what do we call them in the X series again? They're not Robot Masters. Fucking Mavericks. Can we call them Sigmoids instead? Because it's funnier. Aren't all those guys the ones in X5 named after like Guns N' Roses members or whatever? They're like, yeah, fuck it, who cares? What are they gonna do? Sue us? Do they just have normal ass names in the Japanese version? If so, that's very funny. That like the English localizers are like, fuck it, Guns N' Roses. Main character is called Rock something? What the hell? No, but he's Mega Man. He'll never be rock and roll. Power of piss. I also did this in the wrong order. I probably should have killed Aquadon first, but whatever. Rock Man? No, he's Mega Man. I won't let you gaslight me. That guy doesn't rock or roll. That's impossible. In fact, he's quite lame, even. He does slide, so true. Yo, Mega Man Legends comes back, but it's a Souls-like. Hold on. Let me cook. I see the vision. Because there was already dodge rolling in Mega Man, kind of, or Mega Man Legends. It wasn't very good. Indie devs writing this down. I think it could be good. It's already like a third-person action game. Why not make it a Souls-like? Fuck it. The fact that Legends isn't ported yet, egregious. That is strange that there is no... It never got ported? I think you could play it on PSP, I think. And maybe PS3 with like the backwards like the like classic games, right? Or maybe you can't actually. PSP only in Japan. That sucks. So if you want to play Mega Man Legends, your only options are emulation or the original release on PS1/N64, I guess. That's crazy. We did it legitimately this time. I mean, I did it legit last time too. Also, we're doing that. We didn't find Bat until like the very end of the game, and we still are finishing in like an hour and 5 minutes or so. So the pacing of these randos isn't bad. Not bad. I do kind of like this. I like the fact that we're clearing out the game more. Not bad. I definitely didn't route it 100% perfectly, but for like a chill, just playthrough experience, I like this quite a bit. I feel like racing this could also be fun, but that's gonna take some time to figure out. But I have seen stuff for Abyss X Zero. And I was following that the creator of that. All right, 44 damage, not good enough. Let's go Tulkas mode We could also go Yasasuna mode. We'll go Tulkas plus Rune Sword. God, Tulkas is so freaking strong.
Go back whence you came.
Nice.
Trouble the soul of
I've
my
liked this
mother no
mode a
more.
lot. Lycanthrope with
How?
all bosses, all relics requirement.
That I've been so defeated.
Not bad.
You have been doomed ever
Not
since
bad
you
at all.
lost the ability to love.
We'll continue to test different ideas going forward, but this has been fun. If you've been enjoying the new randomizers, let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Join the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, and I'll see you in the next one, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.